TGIF, everybody. You're watching In or Out, Pun Intended, here on InRadio.com. Thanks for tuning in today. We have a big show for you. I have so much, so I'm hoping we can get it all in this hour. We have Tina calling in from Extreme Entertainment. She's going to be giving us all the entertainment news that you could possibly imagine. It's going to be outrageous. We've got you covered. Everything from Justin Bieber to Mariah Carey. You name it. Of course, I got it here for you. Also, celebrity Photoshop revealed. You are not going to believe our favorite celebrities that I caught the real picture and then what we end up seeing. So they're not as cute as you think, let me just tell you. Also, I'm single. So, of course, we're going to continue with last week's segment, Matt's Single. So we're going to cover all the awkward dating stories, how-tos, don'ts, everything. I want you guys to call in for this segment tonight, okay? Just so you know, the number's underneath me, but it's 1-855-446-7284. I would love for you guys to call in and give me your awkward dating stories, some tips, do's, some don'ts, everything you could possibly imagine we're going to cover today. And we got some funny situations for us. We got Christine and Bonnie, of course, giving us all the perspective that we can get. Also, guys, get into the chat room. Type your questions away. I'm more than happy to answer your questions, and we love the feedback. Also, if you're watching me and you're on Twitter, use hashtag pun intended, all one word. I would love to read your tweets tonight on air. Okay, also, here at InRadio.com, we got some contest giveaways that I want to talk to you about. Also, like I told you last week, the EOTM Awards. I wanted to just remind you guys about that, let you know a little bit more about it. And of course, the infamous Out Hole of the Week. We got a huge show packed for you. Stay tuned. We're heading to the desk. I'll be right back with Tina from Extreme Entertainment with our entertainment news for the week. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in a second. I'm sorry, I'm lost. Okay, so we have big entertainment stories for you tonight. We have you covered thanks to Extreme Entertainment, one of my longtime friends via the social media world, and we've actually met in person. Her name is Tina Pizarro. She comes to us from Florida. She's calling in, and we're going to be talking about top news stories. So, guys, do we have Tina on the phone? Hold on, okay, hold on one second. Tina, if you're there, we'll be right with you. But I want to give you guys a heads up on what's going on. Oh my gosh, you should see what's happening in the studio right now. It actually cracks me up. These girls work their butts off. Guys, remember, I want you to call in today. We have the single segment later on in the show, just as a teaser of what's to come. When is it too soon, or should you ever shower together? When should you meet his friends or family? What if you're dating a twin? When is it too soon to move in? All this and more coming up in the singles segment. So keep that in your brain. And then we're going to get Tina on the line, and we're going to talk about entertainment news. All right, I think we're ready. I got the thumbs up. Tina, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Tina. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Thank you so much for calling in. Tina joins us from Extreme Entertainment down in Florida. She's got an amazing blog. It's extremeent.blogspot.com. And she has graciously given us this week some of the top 5 stories in entertainment this week. So, Tina, are you ready to dish?
Oh, yes, I'm ready.
Absolutely. Okay, ready? So the first story, Amanda Bynes getting a nose job.
Oh, my goodness. She realized that, the actress revealed that she got a nose job, and she feels that she looks much better in the new photos. Lately, they've been posting old pictures of her on latest magazine, and she's getting pissed off because she doesn't want those photos to be seen. She wants the photos that she's been taking on her cell phone to be posted on those magazines because he says that she looks horrible. So what did you think? Does she need that nose job, or
she's
have the pictures changed?
she's been undergoing a lot of changes. She did that drastic hair change, right?
Yes.
She did the tennis ball haircut. I don't know, maybe she's just going through some growing pains. She's in her 20s, trying to be a little different. I don't think she needs a nose job, do you?
No, I don't think she needs a nose job at all. I mean, she looked perfect before she did the change.
Yeah, I think she's a very cute girl. I don't think she needs much in regards to a nose job. But I mean, some of the pictures that have been released lately, like this one, are a little scary.
Yes.
She almost looks a little drugged up, allegedly. All right, so next on our list, Tina gives us a funny story here. Beyonce, she wants more kids.
Yes, she wants more kids. I don't understand why she does want to have more kids. I mean, it's fine that she has her daughter.
Yeah.
And
Blue, right?
Every moment of it. And I think she should wait a while. What do you think?
I agree. I mean, I'm all for, I believe every celebrity should be entitled to the same, privileges and rights as everybody else, including privacy and the right to take a break to raise a family. But, I mean, if she wants to stay and keep grinding on doing all these tours and shows and et cetera, she's, having one kid, as I'm sure she knows, is a lot of work. Having another one is just going to double that.
Yeah, it's gonna double her work. I mean, now that she's starting her new tour, now she's bringing her daughter on her tour now.
I mean, I get that. It's almost like, the baby's young still, so it's not like they have to worry about schooling. And I'm sure in her rider, she has a nursery at every venue that is probably the Toys R Us Taj Mahal of nurseries for this child to be stimulated and enjoy herself and everything else. Actually, it was in the news, she actually brought her daughter on stage during one of her shows. I mean, I think it's good that they travel and they include Blue, but I don't know. I mean, my personal opinion, if she wants another kid, I'm all for it. I think she just needs to take a little bit of a break.
Yeah, that is so true. She needs a little time, and if she really wants to, her point is to have her music out, and she hasn't done an album in a while.
Right. And that's another thing. Do we know if she's coming out with a new album anytime soon?
She hasn't said anything as of yet. Her focus right now is on her tour.
Okay. All right. Now, speaking of music divas, we go from one extreme to the next. Our American Idol divas, once again, Mariah Carey and Miss Nicki Minaj, are feuding. What now?
They're feuding again. I don't understand. The show the ratings have gone down. Nobody's watching it anymore. I guess they expected them to be feuding to get more ratings, and yeah. I think it has reversed that.
Well, rumor has it when Mariah Carey initially signed up to participate as a judge on American Idol, that she was going to be the only female on the panel. And then when she found out Nicki Minaj was brought on, she wasn't exactly thrilled. Excuse me. But I don't know. Okay, I love Mariah Carey, don't get me wrong. I know you do too.
Yeah, I love them both.
I think Nicki, honestly, is a great judge. I think she's very well-spoken, to say the least. And Mariah is, I just don't see her as much of a judge and almost like a guidance type of individual for artists. Because she got pretty lucky with her career. I mean, it's well-deserved, please don't get me wrong, I don't want to hate mail. But I don't see, I don't know if it's almost for ratings or if they really just despise each other that much. And it's a possibility they really just do not like each other. But now rumor has it that they're going to get rid of all four and start a fresh new panel. What is this about?
Well, one of the panels is leaving out of the show. So, so I guess each one of them, Mariah and Nicki Minaj, only had a 1-year contract.
Yeah.
With them, and I guess they just gonna clean house.
Yeah, but does that mean they're gonna get rid of Randy too?
Randy is leaving completely.
Okay, he's probably over it.
Yeah, he's just done.
You know, and it's a shame because American Idol used to be, you know, the singing competition of the country. Now we have The Voice, X Factor, America's Got Talent, all these other shows. I think what American Idol is trying to do is make each contestant a little bit more relatable. It's very producer driven, I'm finding this year. You know, it's a lot of side stories. It's almost like 3 or 5 different reality shows within one singing competition. It's a bit much.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
Yeah.
I mean, we love to see young artists getting awards and getting these young kids that, you know, other companies, let's say, record companies won't let them get them signed.
Right.
So, but it's great to have these shows, but I think it's a bit too much.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think they should come back with, unfortunately, we live in a celebrity-driven world. As you know, you write a blog about them. But American Idol needs to come back with just one mega celebrity and the rest industry professionals. Now, all of them are industry professionals, granted, but I'm saying we need a record producer, we need an A&R rep, and we need a huge label president. Almost like Bravo TV's The Candy Factory. You have Candy, who's the songwriter, you have a stylist, you have an engineer, and an amazing music producer. These people are the groundwork that make singers professional. I think that's what the direction they need to go in, but knowing Fox, they're probably not going to go in that direction.
Yeah.
Okay, now this one, I can't stand this little brat.
Yes, Mr. Justin Bieber.
Biebs, I'm having a fever right now. Like,
well, Justin Bieber just Instagrammed this photo of him drinking a beer in South Africa. Since it's illegal in South Africa for teenagers to drink beer because it's at age 18.
right.
I don't know. Justin Bieber has been having problems lately, getting into his concerts late. Having so much problems lately. I think, I feel that his parents should get involved with what's going on in his life, and when it comes to touring. I mean, a helping hand. I think he needs more of his family around him.
You know what? His mom was on the Today Show a few weeks back, and I remember Matt Lauer actually saying something to him, to her, you know, about, because he had posted like that half-nude photo of him in the hospital when he was in like Tokyo or something, because he was exhausted, and he got some negative backlash, obviously, for that. There's only so much you could do. The kid has to live his life, okay? I mean, we were all his age drinking. I'm not condoning it, disclaimer. But, I mean, we all did things we weren't necessarily supposed to do, but we just didn't have 40 billion people following our every move. If he wants to post, I mean, I remember being 17 or 18 and praying for our family vacation to go to Mexico so I could drink. I mean, it's what you do. But for him having this responsibility of so many young people looking up to him and idolizing him, they're thinking, well, if Justin Bieber can do it, why can't I?
Right. I think it's just more as a publicity for him, for people to talk about him.
Yeah, but you know what? That just goes to show his talent. I believe his talent is more of a social media success than a recording. Well, I mean, he makes his money, let's be honest, of being a recording artist. But I think he needs to take it down a notch, don't you?
Yeah, he needs to. He needs to take a break.
All right, Tina, thank you so much for calling in and sharing this amazing news footage for us today. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And we will probably be talking very soon. But guys, for more stories, including the stories you heard here on In or Out, pun intended, you can go to extremeent.blogspot.com and you can find out the latest in all sorts of celebrity and entertainment news. Tina, thank you so much once again. And everybody, be sure to head over, once again, it's right there, extremeent.blogspot.com. All right, Tina, we will hear from you again soon. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you for having me.
As always. And guys, we will be right back. We have a lot going on for you tonight. So we already got our celebrity entertainment news. Now it's going to be celebrities revealed. There's celebrity photoshops of the century, of our favorites. I have a whole list of them that takes up almost a page of some of our favorite celebrities before and after Photoshop. So don't idolize them that much, okay? We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Termite Marine Contracting offers all stages of dock building, including brand new docks, repairs on existing docks, pole setting, dredging, and decking. Termite Marine Contracting covers the South Shore of Long Island from Massapequa to West Islip. With more than 25 years experience, full crews, and the right equipment for any job. Got a job you want done right? Call Termite Marine Contracting at 516-449-4567. That's 516-449-4567. Or follow us on Facebook. Termite Marine Contracting. When you want it built right.
InRavio.com. Welcome to the future of radio. In radio.
Jimmy's Diner, 1535 Montauk Highway in Mastic, New York. Food and eats, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m., 7 days a week. Breakfast and lunch. Phone 631-281-5700. Home-style cooking, Jimmy's Diner. Tell them you heard it on InRavio.com.
InRavio.com.
Hey guys, this is Bonnie from Two Guys and a Chick Show. Watch us Wednesday night, 7 to 9 Eastern Time, where we talk about stupid news, email bag, and all-around BS. Two Guys and a Chick Show on InRavio.com, broadcasting to the world.
Stop putting it off and start painting it up today at Ben's Paint Station, featuring Benjamin Moore paints, Sickens, wood finishes, paints, and professional paint supplies, ideal for contractors and homeowners, stain paints and epoxies, family owned and operating, in business for over 55 years, professional and experienced help, located at 2 locations, 55B Route 25, Coram, Long Island, New York, and 1495 Plaza, Montauk Highway, Mastic, New York. Call them at 775-7435 and 775-8135. Ben's Paint Station, featuring Benjamin Moore Paints. Log on to the Enravio advertisers page today.
And we're back. Okay, so today I have Celebrity Photoshop Revealed. Some of your favorite celebrities that we see gracing the covers of these magazines that we go out and buy each week, or like Vogue or Shape or something else like that. I found it, photoshopped. I found the real picture and then the photoshopped. So let's just get going with this. I have Bonnie and Christine in my booth. They're going to be joining us because they're my demographic. Okay, so let's start off. Oh my goodness, they look huge. Okay. Bethany Frankel. We all know and love Bethany, originally from Real Housewives of New York City. And on her spinoff, Bethany Getting Married, she did a PETA ad, Get Naked. So as you can see from, I think this side is photoshopped, this side is not. All right, let me put my arms down here so you can see. There we go. You guys can see it much bigger now. So you can see the difference. She's a gorgeous woman, let's not lie. But here's the image that we all look up to and want to be. Guys, it's not real. I mean, she's gorgeous. Please, don't get me wrong. Right, ladies? Absolutely. Say that again. I couldn't hear you. Absolutely. All right, so we have Bethany. We already talked about Beyonce before in entertainment news, but here's a great Photoshop of Beyonce. I love this. All they did really is it just made her more black. Yeah. They made her more black. How crazy is that? Yeah. Look at, I mean, another gorgeous woman. What's the point? Is your mic on, guys? Because I can't hear you. Okay. All right. Next up, we have Britney Spears. She's actually on the June cover of Shape magazine this year. But here you can see, and it's highlighted exactly where they changed the Photoshop. Okay, so you can even see it in the picture. They changed her waist. They took away some of the bruising on her legs. I don't even want to know where those came from. Exactly. And then they slimmed out her thighs. And they evened out her skin tone. I need one of these people.
Me too, constantly.
Right? Oh, much better. Now I can hear you so much better. Every day I need one of these people.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a long list, guys, so I'm just going to run through them here. We have Eva Longoria. Okay, we loved her from Desperate Housewives. You can see in this photo, once again, they evened out her skin tone. They took in, because on this side, you can see her waist is more straight. And then in the Photoshop, they gave her a more curvy figure.
Yeah, she's a beautiful girl, but she really doesn't have much of a figure.
Right. I mean, because she's so tiny, she's very boxy, but they gave her like a very nice cinched waist. They evened out her skin tone. They lightened her hair a little bit. All these things I need every day. I can't emphasize that enough. Okay, so now we have up next Faith Hill, country recording artist. Love Faith Hill, absolutely gorgeous. Here's, I mean, a classic tone difference, I guess you could say. They muted her down a little bit.
They also thinned out her arm, and it just kind of makes it look like a
right?
stick.
They thinned it. Look, they thinned out her arm. They also took away some of those frown lines.
Yeah.
Do you see how they shaped it a little different? And they thinned her nose.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, you see, like in her eyes.
See, I'm focusing on the arm. It's like a stick.
Yeah. And meanwhile, she's what, $110 anyway?
Exactly.
So they made her look anemic. Okay, Fergie, one of my favorites.
Scary.
Holy cow. She almost looks like a venomous raptor or something in this picture. I don't know which one's before or after.
I think the left is before.
Yeah.
And,
but like
they even changed her hair color.
Yeah, like, please. We need to get that technology up in here. But they even like made her dress a different color a little bit. Like they enhanced it. Her boobs look outrageous.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have Jennifer Love Hewitt, one of my favorites. She's on the client list on Lifetime. She is a sex kitten all her own, but they definitely helped her out. Look at her boobs, the difference in just her chest. Like they made it, they were all nice and covered, and now it's literally falling out. It's like they removed a whole set of fabric.
And I don't think those boobs are actually there in real life. They had to inflate them in that picture.
Absolutely. I mean, it's day and night. That's a before and after surgery photo. I mean, she is a busty chick. I have seen her in person when she was at Summer Jam years ago when she was singing. But yeah, that's a huge difference. And now here's girls going out to get their boobs done. Jessica Alba. She's a gorgeous, very thin chick. She's very health conscious and everything else. This is one of those that I'm just like, wow. Like, look at the difference here. They even like customized the background, which anybody can do. But look at the outfit.
Yeah, they changed it.
They like sucked it in every place necessary. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Are we fans of Jessica Alba over there? I think she's cute.
Yes, she's very, very
I think she's cute. She was in, what was that, Honey, in those dance movies. Next up, we have my favorite new pain in my ass, Kim Kardashian. Okay, now we all have been seeing her evolve in her thickness, and we will get more into that, don't you worry. But look at this. Like, everybody idolizes her in her campaigns, her clothing line, and all this and that, and now look at her.
I don't understand. It seems like everybody has to have their skin tone perfectly even, like they're colored in with a Crayola crayon.
Right, I mean, I get that. I mean, in a photo, I would like to be perfectly bronze, semi-Puerto Rican-ish, but and to know this, I don't ever have to lose any weight. I mean, they can spray paint.
I just have to hire a professional airbrusher, come and retouch me every morning.
Absolutely. But I mean, look at this. I mean, they even made her waist. She went from like an 8 to a 4.
Yeah. So they completely got rid of her tummy and altered her bone structure and left the rack.
Yeah. And changed the top of her head.
Yeah.
They gave her an even hairline.
Yeah.
Outrageous. All right, next we have Kourtney Kardashian of the Kardashian clan. Look at that.
Completely moved her face. You see that?
Well, I'm sure it's a secondary picture that they would just snap, 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 because even the baby's a little bit different. But it just goes to show, like, look what they did to her.
They took the same picture and they changed angles. Like,
yeah.
They, moved everything, and they changed the color of her clothing. Why?
Oh my God, I just noticed that.
Why would you do that? The white dress wasn't good enough? It didn't.
And look at the baby. It's like a beautiful white outfit. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. This amazes me.
Is we don't have to lose any weight. We could be naked because they could just Photoshop clothes onto us.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, now everybody's favorite Madonna. Whether you love her, hate her, oh my goodness, I feel like, woof. That's all I can say.
It's astounding what you could do with a little computer magic some days, you know?
Yeah. I mean, she looks great. Actually, the left-hand photo, she looks age appropriate. And I met her live when I went to the GLAAD Awards. I have pictures up on my Facebook, guys, if you want to see that. But she looks like the left. On the right, it's a totally digitally enhanced photo. This is one celebrity revealed right there. Next, we have Mariah Carey. Our diva theme continues. Okay, so we know she's a little thick, but she's very proportioned. I don't know exactly what size she is, but I'm sure she's somewhere between like a 6'8", maybe 9, 10 sometimes. And we know she likes to stuff herself into these outfits. She's a diva. But this just goes to show they're creating a body shape for her. Because as you can see, once again, she's another square-shaped, saggy booby woman. I mean, she's got big boobs. They got to go somewhere. We have gravity. Mm-hmm. And here, even look at her knees in this picture and her thighs. Like, that's what she looks like. And now this is what they're selling us.
I don't know. If I looked like that, I wouldn't be trying to sell myself as a diva. I'd be hiding myself away.
This is why I love Bonnie. Okay, this girl I do not really care for. I don't know why she's famous, but Megan Fox. This actually makes me laugh because the photo on the left, she looks almost alien-like, and then on the right, like they changed her whole eye structure a little bit. Her lips are done. If you notice, her nose is a little thinner.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe we should just tattoo her face. She's got everything else covered. They'll probably Photoshop that out too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. She just doesn't do it for me at all. All right, next up we have Penelope Cruz, Tom Cruise's ex. This is astounding.
Yeah.
Look at the what do they call that? The droopy eye, the sagging bags. Thank you, under her eyes, miraculously disappeared. And this was probably like a campaign for like CoverGirl or something.
Probably. The lines are all gone, the blemishes in her skin.
Yeah, like the frown lines.
Even the veins in the back of her hand are gone.
Yeah. Oh my God, I just noticed that. Yes. This is insane. Guys, this just goes to show you what you see is not what you get, especially with celebrities. I know this for a fact because I work with a few. I mean, Photoshop is our best friend. But stop trying to compare yourself to these celebrities. They don't pay for 90% of their clothes. They get them for free. So stop charging up your credit cards to get that dress or those jeans or that t-shirt, or head over to get the Kardashian collection because Kim and Khloe and Kourtney are wearing it. They're not wearing that stuff. They're wearing Dolce & Gabbana, okay? All right, that's enough on celebrity craziness. Those are some shocking reveals. Stay tuned. I'm sure in the coming weeks I'm going to get some more research and get some really good ones also for you. Up next on the show, we have, what are we doing next? I just drew a blank. Oh, Matt's single. Hello. I need your help, people. Get on the phones. It's 1-855-446-7284, or type your answers for me in the chat box. Guys, we have some crazy topics. Bonnie and Christine are going to try to help guide me in my single endeavor as we try to help you learn from our mistakes. So stay tuned, guys. You're watching In or Out, pun intended, here on InRavio.com. We'll be right back.
If you want to increase business, you've got to advertise. Contact Resonant Voiceovers for an effective, affordable commercial spot. Our production, audio, and editing personnel will create top-quality recordings to promote your business. Start getting internet exposure for your business today, right here on InRavio.com. To contact Resonant Voiceovers, go to the InRavio Advertisers and Sponsors page and click on Resonant Voiceovers. Resonant Voiceovers, when you want your message to resonate.
From Long Island to the world, InRavio.com.
What are you waiting for? Everyone else is advertising on the internet. Shouldn't you? Tired of small returns on phone books, newspapers, radio ads, TV ads, coupon books, direct mail? Everyone is on the internet every day. Advertise on the internet for as low as $100 a month. Over 250,000 impressions per month on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, InRavio.com, and more. Go to the Advertise With Us page on InRavio.com and get started today.
InRavio.com.
Hey guys, it's Missy from Backwater. Tune in every Saturday night from 7 to 9 EST for music history, musicians' birthday blocks, trivia time, and the best alternative music around. Saturdays at 7 only on InRavio.com, broadcasting to the world.
Croce's Auto Body, first aid for your auto since 1965. 24-hour towing, free estimates, frame straightening, insurance claims, restorations. 398 Main Street, East Moriches, Long Island, New York. Phone 631-878-1998.
Okay, we're back. It's the Matt's single segment. Ooh, we got some more music. I know, I love my own music. I need it as a backdrop. Don't worry about it. Okay, so Matt's single. All right, so this is open for discussion for you guys in the chat room. Also, for Bonnie and Christine, they're going to be giving our tidbits. Just as a reminder, Bonnie has been married for 20 years. 10? All right, 10 years. But she's been with him for 23 years. That's, my mix up. And then Christine is recently single. So me and her are on the prowl. Honey, we are hungry. Okay, so there's a few questions that come up while you're beginning to date somebody. So last week we talked about what we were looking for when we're out in public looking for guys. And we got some great feedback from you guys, so thank you for that. But now we have some things. Okay, so now we go on our first date. All ready? So we meet the guy at the grocery store because he doesn't have any feminine products in his cart. Please. So now we're going on a date. Our first date, or any date, like in the beginning, like the first 3 dates, because those are all these, the make or breaks, right? Okay, so what happens if he spills a drink on you? Whether you're at the restaurant or the bar and you're just covered in his drink. What do we do?
How much do we like him?
Well, we went on another date with him. We gotta like him somewhat.
Well, then we don't freak out too much.
But what do? We just go to the bathroom, wipe ourselves off, and then come back?
It still comes down to how much do we like him, because if we like him a lot, we go home and we practice licking it off.
Goodness, it's Friday. Yes! This is in or out, pun intended, folks. This is what we're talking about. All right, so Christine, what are you gonna do?
Well, like Bonnie said, it all depends on how much we like the guy, If, either way, you laugh about it, oh, ha, 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 but if he does it more than once, like we were talking about off air, it's,
Yeah.
What are you doing that for? It's not a wet t-shirt concert, it's a date.
Right. Do you have epilepsy? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, exactly, if you play a Project Dude, you'll see him anyway.
Right.
You don't have to do that.
Okay.
But like Bonnie says, it all depends on how much you like him. If you're really into this guy, if this is like first date, it's nerves. If it's like date 3, it's because he's, being an idiot.
Oh, hold on. We got some funny stuff in the chat. Here we go. Yes, Bonnie. Yes, Bonnie. That's what I said. This is Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. And I say let him lick it off. Cheryl's all about it.
You wanted something? You could tell me you wanted. This guy's hot. And hey, you're already sticky.
Oh, my God.
That's the way I look at it.
These girls are dangerous. All right. Now, what happens? Okay, so we went to the bar. You spilt a drink. Okay, we're moving on. Now you're going for a movie.
Okay.
And you both pick out this movie. Okay, so it's a mutual decision. And, like, you're skeptical about it, but they kind of suggested it. So you're like, all right, I'll go, blah, blah, blah. You both hate the movie. It was so bad. You're both just sitting through it awkward, like, all right, do I give a hand job underneath? Or should I just, like, hold his hand?
I've never actually done that.
That's on your to-do list.
Yeah, well...
Or spirit fingers, whichever happens.
I've done other things, but let's just say that.
Pun intended.
Pun intended.
But what happens if you're both at the movie and it's a terrible movie?
And we both hate it.
You both hate it.
And the other one's like, what are you, some sort of moron?
Right, it's like that awkward moment at the end of the movie where you're just like, ooh, that was
Well,
bad.
if we both hated it, then we can both make fun of it.
Okay.
But if one of us liked it and the other one was like,
Who
are you?
Right.
That, I think, is more awkward than if you both hate the movie. Because I've been in that situation. They're like, do you think this is funny? It's like, don't let me pick the movie.
Okay, now what happens? All right, this one's good for Bonnie. Okay. What happens if you happen to either burp or, God forbid, fart?
When?
During, like, a date. Like, you're on dinner and, like, or even you're sitting next to them at the bar and all of a sudden you're like, Oh my God. Silent but deadly just hit me in the face. What do you do? Do you be like, excuse?
Blame it on the dog.
Blame it on the in the bar.
Blame it on the ugly chick next to you.
Well, I'm not saying I would, but I'm saying, what happens if he did it? Just act like it didn't happen? I'm like, that's a little too much in the beginning.
No,
like, if you're willing...
I have never made like it didn't happen.
Oh, you always call them out?
Oh, yeah. What are you trying to do? Kill me?
Yes, absolutely.
Warn me first.
Just give me a heads up or clench and walk away.
Yeah. Don't stand over here.
Let's move it along. Okay, so now, all right, so he's passed these tests. We're dating now, let's say 6 weeks. When do you meet the family and friends? Me personally, after the first date, I take him out with my friends.
Oh, yeah.
Because my friends are going to give him all the third degree that I would love to do, and I don't have to look like the insane asylum when I'm asking him 20 questions. I'll just let everybody else do it, because thank God I have some protective friends. But when is it too soon to then go meet the folks? It's going well. Let's go with that. It's going well. It's not like we're debating whether or not we like the guy anymore. We like the guy.
Then it's never too soon.
Never too soon?
No. And really what it comes down to is if you like him, it really doesn't matter whether your parents like him or not.
Okay.
It's totally unimportant.
Oh, interesting.
They're not the one that has to live with him.
Yeah. And smell his fart.
Exactly.
Now, what happens if you find out he has a twin? And we're not talking fraternal twins here. We're talking Ashley and whatever Olsen twins. They look exactly alike. And they're both hot as hell, because obviously we're dating them. So they're gorgeous and yummy. But in our own opinion, because we're very perplexed over here. But so what if we can't tell them apart? What do we do? I've dated twins before, but they were, back in the day, they were girls. It was woof. But they were very different. I could tell the difference between them, but, it happens. What do you do?
Tag one of their ears.
Brand his ass. Bonnie was here and will be back. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. What about you, Christine? Oh, this is going to be dangerous, folks. Prepare yourself for explicit. Okay.
I say I get to cross something off my bucket list.
Oh. Dun, 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 dun. I'm smelling a three-way coming along for Christine.
No, I just mean twins.
Oh. Oh, God.
No, because one of them I can already cross off. Twins I can't.
Okay. Oh, my. Tell him, wait, what's happening here? No dinners with Dad if you go out with Dad. Tell him to order the lobster tail. Oh, my goodness. I love these. Guys, I love you in the chat, by the way. Okay, now, so we've discussed the parents and the siblings and possibly twins. Now, we're going to talk about when is it okay to move in with this significant other? Is there really a time frame on that? I mean, I've moved in too soon with some people. Some people moved in with me too soon. I've been through that whole realm. So I'm a little let's just hang on a second. I don't need a lesbian relationship. Let's just slow down. I don't need to get married tomorrow, although my timer's clicking. I gotta make my babies. But Tina's saying I would wait a year. Is that a good time frame? What do you think?
I guess the big question is, if they don't move in with you, can they support themselves?
Well, they would have to have a job, because then we'd be splitting everything.
Right. So if they can support themselves, car, job, home, all of that kind of stuff, and you feel good about the relationship, then it's fine. But if they're moving in because they have nowhere else to go, don't do it.
Okay. That's a good advice right there. Do you agree, Christine?
Yes. Completely.
Yeah.
Completely agree. And it also, you have to, don't feel like you have to. Like if the one partner gives you an ultimatum and it's like, you're moving in with me or we're done, then the relationship's just doomed to fail.
No. Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
what
you know
that
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't
this
play
has
that.
to be like a mutual decision. It has to feel right to both of you. One
Is there a
not
time frame that we should be looking at? Like, because some people are like, oh, I found my soulmate, I'm in love, and 3 weeks later they're moving in.
See, that's the thing. I think that you should wait a little longer because, chemically speaking, you're all still like doped up and you're essentially high every time you're around.
Right, it's the honeymoon phase.
Exactly. So.
Dreaded honeymoon phase. All that sex is so good, and then you open your mouth, and I just want to punch him.
And just shut. Yeah, you have to shut up and get naked. Point of your relationship.
Okay, that moves into. Can we shower together?
See, I'm a little weird about that. We were talking about this off air. Activities in the shower are cool.
Right.
Actually showering with someone, not so much for me.
Bonnie?
Can you fart in front of the person?
I can take a dump and Febreze and you can still smell it and he doesn't care. That's how comfortable. I won't fart in front of him, just let one rip.
I think if you can do other bodily functions that are normally embarrassing, then yes, you can shower in front of them. If you can't do those other things, then no.
Okay. I agree. I don't mind taking a shower as long as you don't hog all the hot water because it gets a little cold when one person is hogging the water because they're conditioning your hair. Wait, hold on. The next thing with the shower thing, leading off with Christine. I like morning showers with your spouse, especially if you're both getting up for work and you both take a while. It cuts out some time. And then you can also have a happy experience in the morning with your significant other. And an orgasm a day will definitely put a smile on my face, especially if it's not self-induced.
And you get to start the day off in a good mood.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What do you think about no sex until monogamy? I like to try it out first.
Oh yeah, you gotta try it before you buy it.
But I am also I can't date multiple people at the same time because I don't have that build up. No, I don't have that makeup. Yeah, everyone's agreeing with me on that one. Okay. But we should be testing out the car before we buy it. Test the merchandise. Okay, so guys, if you have any single tips for me, dating tips, anything of the sort, or if you have an awkward dating story that you think we can learn from, trust me, we can take all the advice that you need. Feel free to email your story over to talkshow@onlymattmartin.com with your ideas on awkward dating. Just put in the subject, I dated a douche, and we got it. Okay? We totally got it. We've all been there. I want to hear your story. We won't tell your name on air if you want to be private, but we definitely want to hear your stories and give us some advice on some singles dating, because me and Christine could use some help right now. All right, guys, we're going to go. We're going to come right back. Thank you for hitting us up in the chat room. I'm loving this. We have some announcements, some contest giveaways to talk about, and of course, the out hole of the week.
Glitz and Glam Boutique. Book your little princess's party today. Glamorous birthday parties. Girls' Day out packages. Hair accessories and jewelry. 5A Canal Street, Center Riches, Long Island, New York. Phone 631-909-7428. Mauritius Bay Diner and Restaurant. Steaks, chops, wraps. Breakfast skillets. The Mauritius Bay, 62 Montauk Highway in Mauritius, New York. 878-6827. The Mauritius Bay Diner and Restaurant. in New York.
I get so lost.
InRavio.com. Fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Rich's Bay Realty celebrating 50 years. If you're selling or listing your home, land, or business, call Marich's Bay Realty of Marich's, Long Island, New York. Contact Jerry at 631-878-0003 or go to Marich'sBayRealty.com for more info.
InRavio.com.
Hey, this is Paul Disclafani, the disco portion of the Glory Days with Bruce and Disco show on Sundays, 10 a.m. to noon. It's a sports show with a twist. We have entertainment, music, and whatever you want to talk about. Only on InRavio.com, broadcasting to the world.
YouNeedAPart.com. Fast and free, the internet's top used parts locator service. Over 3 million part searches since 2001. Salvage yards, sell more parts. Become a member today. YouNeedAPart.com. Tell them you heard it on InRavio.com.
And we're back. Thanks, guys, once again for tuning in today to In or Out, pun intended. I love having you guys on the chat box. It really cracks me up. So, a little bit of house cleanup for you. We got some news. We have so many promotions going on here at InRavio.com. Above me, after the show, I want you to watch me. After the show, be sure to click that contest tab. You're going to see things for Joe Walsh, Limp Bizkit, Dana Carvey comedy series, the Dropkick Murphys, Rick Springfield, Smash Mouth, Sugar Ray, Gin Blossoms, Pat Benatar, and Neil Giraldo, all happening at the Paramount Theater and Revolution and at the Westbury Music Fair here on Long Island. We're giving away free tickets, people. So all you have to do is go to the contest page, check out who you want to see. It gives you the date and time and the location. Click on that Enter to Win and let them know you found out about it here on In or Out, pun intended. You check off that box, give us your name, a few things of information, and you're entered to win. How easy is that? So be sure to check out those contests. We are giving away loads of tickets. Okay, also, I had a little segment last week for you on the EOTM Awards. If you missed that, you can check it out on my video archive on my show page. But I just wanted to remind you guys the EOTM Awards are this August 2nd in Los Angeles, California. Their website is the EOTMawards.com. I want you guys to head over there, like their social media, find them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter, and you can vote for your favorites to win, almost like a People's Choice Award. There's so many amazing, talented entrepreneurs on the move that you guys definitely need to look into. So be sure to check out, once again, the EOTM Awards. I personally have 3 clients that have been nominated and are performing. You can find out everything on that at onlymattmartin.com. So be sure to check that out. Okay, now here comes the fun stuff. One of my favorite parts of my entire week is discovering the outhole of the week. This week was not too hard to figure out. So the news results came in for Miss Jodi Arias. The verdict came in guilty for first-degree murder. My earpiece can't even handle this story. Do you see this? This is what happens on live TV, folks. She was found guilty for first-degree murder. I am ecstatic. This psychopath needs to be put away. But now this is what makes it even crazier, okay? The second graphic I have, do you guys have the second graphic up? She was a little distraught in court. She did shed a tear or two when the verdict was read. But Back in June, just in case you live under a rock, back in June 2008, she was, now convicted of killing her ex-boyfriend, Travis Alexander, he was 32, with a gunshot to the head and over 24 stab wounds. Now, that's qualification enough to be an outhole, but this is what makes it even crazier. This numbnuts decided she wants to publicly declare, I want my freedom. And how does she want her freedom? By the death penalty. This is not even after she was convicted and found guilty by the jury. She had made this known ahead of time. Obviously, she knew she was going to get it, that she was going to be found guilty. So she doesn't want to live her natural life in prison. She feels like death is the ultimate freedom. As much as I want this beep to be injected with something or gassed or electrified, you know what? I don't want to give her her ultimate freedom. So let her rot her ass in prison.
Yeah, but are you sure that's what she wants?
I think
you say that she says she wants, and she does. I want you to kill me, knowing that immediately the anti-death penalty people are going to be, out in droves. No, we have to preserve her life, and she gets to rot her ass in jail.
You know, that's a very good point.
Forensic psych major.
That's very smart. She could be doing this as a stunt, so instead of the rest of her life being miserable and in prison, she's done. Ooh, guys, what do you think about this? That's interesting. Tina saying I would give her life in prison. Schnooky Face, what do you think? I see that you hate her. Most people do. I think, you know what? Life in prison, actually, that's very, wow. See, I got a good team here. They got some noggins brewing. Bonnie, what do you think? Do you think Jody is just saying that she wants the death penalty, so it's like 1, 2, 3, so she doesn't have to suffer in prison?
Yeah.
Definitely. So you think it's like a stunt as well?
Yeah. And I think that being as that's what she doesn't want, that's exactly what she should get.
Absolutely.
And I think even better, give her solitary.
Oh. Well, she's already insane. Can you imagine? But here's another thing we have to look into. Do the people of Arizona want to pay out of their tax money to keep her alive? She, as it's been said, she's very healthy. She comes from good genes. Her parents and grandparents are still very much alive and well on their way. Holy pun intended tweets. Thanks, guys, for tweeting me. But she's going to live a full, long life, pretty much, if she stays the way she's at. Is it Arizona's responsibility to take care of her then?
No. Then what we need to do is, on my show this week, we actually talked about an island that was for sale.
Okay.
In Scotland.
In Scotland.
Yes. So let's buy it.
Okay.
And let's put her on the island.
So like an Alcatraz.
Exactly, an Alcatraz, or a modern day what Australia used to be.
And what is that? I don't know that.
Prison.
Yeah. Oh.
It's where the English sent their prisoners.
Oh, what? Look at this. We're getting some history. Me gusta. All right, guys. Actually, let me know what you think. Post on our Facebook wall. You'll find us on Facebook. It's inravio.com. Look up our page. Also, you can tweet us at InRavio. And as always, you can tweet me at OnlyMattMartin. Guys, once again, we're casting for a panel. And also, we have tickets. You can be here live in studio. We have free tickets if you live on Long Island and want to come and say hi. We have tickets available. That's a talkshow at OnlyMattMartin.com. Also, we're casting. So if you think you have a great personality and you live on Long Island and know a lot about Long Island, we're casting for Good Morning Long Island. It'll be a daily morning show, and we're looking for some new on-air talent. So if you think you're the right person and want to be a part of the InRavio team, please feel free to email us at castings@onlymattmartin.com. Be sure to include your headshot, a resume, and if you have a video reel, send that over too. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. We have another great show coming up for you next week with some crazy news. And as always, we're going to continue this saga. Matt's single. So if you have an awkward story, once again, email us, talkshow@onlymattmartin.com. Really easy stuff, guys. Thanks for watching. Love you. Have a great weekend. And I will see you next week here live at 6 p.m. You watched In or Out, pun intended, here on InRadio.com. Have a good weekend.